Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another Illuvium Gauntlet guide. And right here, we're gonna be playing the 5 Bulwark, 2 Empath, 2 Scion composition, which has been dominating the leaderboards. Believe it or not, I won a game just before this, and now it seems like I'm gonna be winning again. And earlier, I won versus one of the best players in the game, Hollow from Phantom. I think top 3 right now. And it gave me 25 points for winning. So that was really cool. While I was talking right here, I obviously screwed up positioning, and this badass Vermilier right here comes into my backline, which is really bad. One cast already almost kills everyone. Here comes another one. Alright. So it's gonna be up to my bulwarks to bring it home. We have the best bulwark augment right here. Adaptive Reflection. And as you can see, it's doing work, it's doing so much damage. We also have Phage Fire, which also poisons and burns enemies. So everybody that stands around Titano who has Granite and is invulnerable in the first 4 seconds will be burned, will be damaged, and will have a hard time. With our 5 Bulwarks giving us even more thorns with 15% of resistances reflected, it's just a crazy setup. My Ranger right here gets Tsunami with the Flood. We're still missing Adoredo and Krunk, and she has the Alloyed Imperium. Any armor, defensive armor stage 2 that you can get will be very good. Max health increase or reducing damage. We have really good augments for our TNT, which at one point should be an Octius, but right now I have only found one squeeze. So we're still playing TNT, giving us Granite also on the Goliath. And TNT has been doing a decent amount of damage with Arcane Conduit giving him more Omega power, or her, or whatever, and additional energy regen. Plus this one gives also stacking energy regen, a little bit of attack speed, Omega power. So those two really work well with each other. And then yeah, we have soon the Adoredo, and that's our team right here. We can also see it here. A lot of stuff activated, but definitely our core front line is the bulwarks. Oh my god, my Titanor went down, my Goliath went down. So this could be sketchy, this could be tough. We need to take down the Forest, and then we should be alright here. We still have two big tanks right here, and our Ranger, look at the damage. She has crazy amounts of damage with the stage 2 Tsunami Bulwark weapon, and I love playing that. And yeah, our TNT, even with a legendary augment and a normal augment, only doing 6,000 damage, way less than the Goliath, which died like after 10 seconds. So we definitely need a new second carry. We don't really have good items for the Furiox, so it would also be an option to bring in Octius and TNT instead of Octius and Furiox, how I usually play it. There is another Tsunami. The other day I tried 4 Tsunami actually, and it didn't work out. It was really bad. Maybe 3 Tsunami would be better. I don't like this one. I don't really like this one either. So actually we're gonna go with Tsunami, give it one more try. And now it would make sense to put it on the Octius, because Furiox doesn't really need to cast a whole lot. Alright, let's put it on nothing for now. We could put it, for example, on an Ador. If that guy pumps out a lot of healings, and just keeps healing and healing and healing, that would be great. So we might want to put Tsunami onto Adoredo if we get to Adoredo. We are on an 8-game win streak right here, and I haven't used money in like 8 rounds. So it's definitely time to probably push up to level 9, roll down a little bit, and find what we can. Especially because we are in the top 2 versus Snag right here. So let's check out Snag's team. He's kind of playing the same thing, right? His 2 Scions are a Sin Elf, which I don't think performs very well right now in the meta. Also the TNT. He has the Archelion with Verdant. With the Twine, and yeah, that's his team right here. He doesn't have as... Yeah, those are his 2 Empaths. I think he plays a subpar version of my team. And it also means he's not contesting my squeezes. So 125 gold, let's get it. Let's actually go all in here on the money and roll down and see what we find. There we go. We're just gonna pick everything up that glows. Octius goes in for now until we figure out what we're gonna do, because we're not gonna have an easy time connecting any classes here. Maybe an Earth could be good, a Spore, Verdant, Shock, like nothing is really gonna happen here either. So we're just gonna keep rolling for now and see what happens. see what we can find. Maybe a Goliath will be something. I didn't look at positioning, which is my mistake oftentimes, that I don't focus enough on positioning when I'm rolling down. I keep saying this video for video, but it keeps happening. But I have a good overall positioning, right? I have my Goliath in the front, which is my main tank with Invulnerable. Then I have my 2 amp-ups in the corner, which are which are catching those lasers and those Blaze Knight whirlwinds. So my middle carry units cannot be targeted. And that's it, right? My carries are safe, my main tank is tanking, that's good, but the enemies are way tankier than me. They have Colossus, they have Verdant, so a lot of heal, and they have Wildfire, so they have a lot of sustain plus a lot of damage. And it's gonna be very tough for us to get through this. A win condition, how we could do this would be, for example, Ophisto and Sinner, like getting Invokers or something crazy like that. But it seems like we're gonna do second place. It seems also like we're gonna get a Scoriox, which would be nice. I would also not mind finally a second Heady to get a Krunk. This has been pretty crazy. He's looking for that Heady as well. Trying to get to stage 3 and get a Blotto. We only miss one here, one there, one there. It's getting pretty close. Alright, we find a Titanor actually. No, we're still one off Titanor. That's insane. Alright, this guy is not gonna win us the game. Let's roll one more time. There we go. That's an Ophisto. Gotta redo the augments real quick. Kind of like that. And hopefully that should work a little bit better. Let's also reposition our tanks a little bit. So Goliath is on the outside. Hopefully it doesn't take too much heat. And now some units are, well, actually everybody's attacking Goliath. And he shouldn't be focused so much because we want that adaptive reflection to work, right? We want him to stay alive a long time. But this time his stun will hopefully hit more units if we finally cast it. Alright. Alright, Ophisto, let's see it. You have 2 good augments. You have Tsunami. You have a lot of energy regen. He doesn't have a lot of damage, right? He has a lot of casts, but not so much damage. So now he's gonna hopefully get a reset on the Krunk here. No, he does 0 damage, man. Maybe we're gonna put that Tsunami imprint on the Adorator because more heals is gonna make a huge difference in this game. And then we're gonna put this one on the Ophisto just to give him a little bit more Omega power, right? 20 more Omega power is gonna be better than that Tsunami regen, I guess. One more cast for the Ophisto is all it needs, hopefully. Finish the deal. Nope, goes into nowhere. But we should be able to out-sustain him and actually win this round. Maybe, baby. Hey, Snag is down to 4. Should have sold the Goliath. No. I don't know. We'll see. Mitigation, okay. Extra attack damage and Omega power, okay. Those all suck, to be honest. So we're gonna go for mitigation. And let's hopefully find my Titanor. There's the Heady. There's the Fury. Man, we're just missing a little bit of gold, but we cannot afford it, so who is a better win condition? Scoriox or I think Titanor is a better win condition, so we're gonna sell the Scoriox, get the Heady right here. I'm gonna roll for the Titanor. Please. Oh my god. How unlucky can one person get? Very much so. Alrighty, we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna make this happen. We wanna redo these augments, right? We're gonna be very fast. 1, 2, 3, and you a little bit back. Just take a little bit heat off. That's nice. All his big units are over here, so our stun from the Goliath is gonna hit 2 guys. Not gonna make a huge difference, but it's gonna help. And yeah, our Ophisto actually one-shot the TNT, which is good. So now we have a little bit more damage on the Ophisto. And you can definitely see that. Hopefully we're gonna get some resets. Adorator gets a big cast here, doesn't die, which is huge. We're able to out-heal the damage that they do now, because they have pretty low damage compared to us. Well, we have kind of the same. Let's see how the heal is doing. That's where we shine, right? With Adorator and Flood, we are just out-healing, out-sustaining the enemy. And with his Archelion and his Verdant and Blaze Knight, there's not much heal coming through. So that's what I mean earlier when I said we are playing the better version of this team, where we have the better damage dealers, especially with the Ophisto, and we have the better healers with Adorator and Flood, as we can see right here. Congratulations, you have been selected to get some fuel as well. Jackpot right there, 80 fuel for our win. 21 points, back to 1700, because I've been playing crazy compositions. I've been trying out for YouTube videos to find crazy compositions, and I should do this on a second account, not my main account. I played the rating down quite a bit, but now I got 2 wins in a row with this composition: 5 Bulwark, 2 Empaths, 2 Scions, And the 5 bulwarks are just the strongest bulwarks you can find. The 2 empaths are usually Flood and Adoredo, and then the 2 scions are usually Scoriox and Ophisto, or Furiox and Octius, and like you said, like you see, maybe a TNT, maybe something else, whatever you can find. You gotta be a little bit flexible there, but that's my best team composition right now in the current meta. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get some wins with this as well, and I see you in the next video. Have a good one. Peace out.